is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. Where we?
Hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bola yete,
Lizzie Sito, the Sito is Sitole. Lizzie Sito, overfail.
Lizzie Sito, kasan. Please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Sito, dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Sito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and kasa.
Lizzie Sito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle.
Welcome to today's coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup here on GhanaWeb TV. Yes, it has gotten to the decisive phase of the tournament. It is the Le Blues of France taking on the La Roya of Spain. Heading into this game, the biggest talking point has been Lamine Yamal, the teenage sensation. He feels very, very confident because he believes that with the, previous two ties between these two teams, Spain have come up on top. And so heading into this tie, if any team should fear, I think the French guys should panic more than the Spanish guys. It remains to be seen how that pans out. Kylian Mbappe is also chasing his second World Cup of his career. As to whether how these two teams fare and whoever emerges champion remains to be seen. Once again, welcome to GhanaWeb's coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup here on GhanaWeb TV. Your host today, my name is Benjamin Saki. I'll be doing this with Frank Kama Achampon, a colleague here on the GhanaWeb Sports Desk. Now, briefly, before we go into the match day analysis, let's quickly acknowledge our sponsors. You have Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold, be you. You also have Usla's Enterprise. Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. You also have Verna Mineral Water. Share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knorri Cosmetics, they say healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Bigo Cola, they say big refreshing moments. Milo, you will see us down in Milo Atta. We have the hat and then the Atta. They are saying that Milo provides you with the best of nutritious tea and everything that you need. And so if you want to go in for anything for your breakfast or anything to spice up your morning, Milo is the best to go in for. And so yes, they are making us look very, very handsome today. And so yes, you could clearly see us in the Milo attire for today's game. Electroland Ghana Limited, they say home of electronics and affordable luxury. 369 Gym and Wellness Center, they say whether you're an elite athlete, weekend footballer, or simply someone committed to a healthier life, the right environment makes all the difference. That's why East Legon 369 Gym and Wellness Center is open 24 hours a day. Now, they offer strength training, reformer parades, group fitness classes, sports massage, recovery services, IV therapy, and personalized wellness support. Builds on wellness and healthy lifestyle. So yes, remember that 369 Gym and Wellness Center, they are located at East Legon and they don't operate on a 24-hour service. And one unique thing about them is that they offer sports massage, something that is rare in when it comes to gym and wellness centers in the country. So they give you all these services. Make sure you patronize them. 369 Gym and Wellness Center, they say it is built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Emily Logistics, your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier, quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paints and accessories, plasterboards and building materials, competitive prices and excellent customer service. You can locate Emily Logistics at Dansuman and Banana Inn, 92 Place Boarding, Saka, Daru Street at Dome. You can locate them opposite the Golf Fuel Station at Gege Last Stop, Dansuman. You can call or WhatsApp them on 054 010 8725 054 010 8725. 25. That is Emily Logistics. Glyco General Insurance. Glyco are saying that whether it's about protecting yourself, your vehicle, home business, or any valuable assets, Glyco say come to us and we will provide you with reliable insurance solutions designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Yes, emphasis on unexpected setbacks. You are toiling a lot to build a lot of assets. It's very important that you secure your future and make sure that in case of unexpected setbacks, you are cushioned against that. And so come to Glyco and they will provide you with the best of insurance solutions that will be designed for you and in your interest. Now they are saying protect that dream today by downloading the Glyco General app to sign up or call 050-144-7694 or email at customerexperience@glycogeneral.com or visit any Glyco General branch near you. Glyco, we cushioning you for life. Lizzie Shito resonates with the hits. Yes, if you want the real Ghanaian hits, we have lots of hits in Mills and Shito, but when it comes to the real Ghanaian hits, you can only find that in Lizzie Shito. They say that it's hot pepper sauce that tastes like home. It's made up with fresh shrimp, fish, and zero preservatives. Yes, they care about your health. It's spicy, rich, and full of flavor. It's perfect for your rice, kenke, wachi, and others. Lizzie Shito, spicy. Now it's available in shops and supermarkets near you. For bulk purchase, you can call them on 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. Lizzie Shito says spicy. Prep Master, they are saying that if you want to, prepare for your exams, if you have an upcoming exam that you want to prepare, they give you routine preparation on a daily basis that they help you prepare. Now, these exams are comprised of BEC, WASI, nursing, and then also visa interviews. So yes, apart from these academic examinations, they also help you prepare for visa interviews. Once you make that payment, you wouldn't want to go and mess out. Then you have to make another payment. They are saying they help you get done for on your first attempt. So yes, Prep Master are calling you to join them and make sure that if you're in need of prepping for your exams, being it BEC, WASI, or nursing, they are there for you, as well as visa interviews. They say that download their app on App Store and Play Store and then make sure that you sign up for it. Prep Master, this is steady smarter. And so yes, these are sponsors making today's coverage possible. Let me introduce you my my colleague here on the GhanaWeb Sports Desk, Frank Kama Achampo. Frank, you are welcome.
Ben, thank you.
Your initial thoughts on what Nelson Milo have done for us.
I think it's a good gesture, and I was hoping, but anyways, we are here, we are in it, and Milo, like they always say, it's good for the champion. So yeah, a good gesture coming from Milo.
A good gesture coming from Milo. And so yes, let's go straight into the game. The stakes are high here.
Yeah.
Spain against France. We've seen lots of talks about France being the best team in the tournament, but Spain didn't start so well. However, you could see that they are gradually growing into the tournaments and they fared very well. What are your expectations?
Well, this is arguably the biggest, game of this tournament. Two of the best, football nations coming to play in the semi-finals, and I'm looking forward to how Spain will be able to try to maintain the brilliance and the pace of Mbappe, Dembele, Olise. Spain is coming into this game, like you said, they've not been the best during the tournament, but they've always found a way. Against Portugal, when the tie was 1-1, they found a way to get past Portugal, and then in the quarterfinals, they did same against the team they faced. But see, because of how Spain like to possess, any mistake from them can give the ball out to the pace of Mbappe or Olise to attack. So tonight, it's a game of generations, and I believe the audience and whoever is watching, they all have, like, you have your side and I have my side. There won't be neutrality here. People will be rooting for Spain, others will be rooting for France, but I believe that's what makes this game the biggest game of the tournament, because you have Yamal trying to challenge. He's an upcoming teenager trying to challenge what Mbappe already did back in 2018 when, in a way, he led France to win their second World Cup trophy. So tonight, it's a game for the big boys, and I hope they give us entertainment.
Talking of the big boys, coaches matter in terms of in-game management, how they are able to manage the games, the players, substitutions, and all that also play key role in terms of grinding out results from games. What would you say about these two coaches, Didier Deschamps on the road to his third World Cup final, and then Luis de la Fuente? Since Spain won it in 2010, they've not had a very good run. I think this is the first semi-final since the time. And so, I mean, heading into this game, has Luis de la Fuente done anything to give you the impression that, yes, he's coming up against a very experienced side who knows the terrain when it comes to the Mundial? Is there anything that he can do uniquely just to make sure that he outsmarts?
Well, he's coming up against a man who is senator at the World Cup phase, in Didier Deschamps. He was there in 2014, in 2018 when he won it, and then again in 2022, going all the way to the final. But De La Fuente, this is his first, World Cup for the Spain national team. So yeah, the experience will count. Didier Deschamps, he knows how to play this tournament. Since 2018 till now, France have never lost, a World Cup game. They in the knockouts, they've never hesitated. They are always there. They were there in the finals in 2018 and then in 2020. And now they might even, if they beat Spain, they will be. So in this kind of game, the small mistakes matter. It could be a red card, a set piece, an error from a defender. So as a team, you are actually limited because you would not want to make any mistake, because any mistake you do, your opponents will use that opportunity to score. So I'm thinking it should be, a well-maintained game for either coaches.
And so the game is underway at the AT&T Stadium in the United States of America. Now, before we head into the match day commentary, let me run you by the lineup for both sides. And so in post for France, we have Mike and Magnon, and then the back four, Julius Koundé there, Upamecano, William Saliba, and then Lucas Dean there. And then in midfield and pivots two, we have Adrien Rabiot and then Aurelien Tchouameni. The attack, we have Bakola Olise and then Ousmane Dembele. And then the center forward for the game is Kylian Mbappe. Now, on the part of Spain, we have Unai Simon in post, Marco Correa, Emerick Laporte, Pau Kubasi, Pedro Porro forming the backline of four, and then Rodri and then Fabian Ruiz also as the midfield pivots. Now, supporting them in attack is Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, and then Alex Baena, then Mikel Oyarzabal also leading the lines for them. And so the game is underway. It's in possession of Spain, who are also trying to make sure that they contain the attacking prowess of the French national team. And so Rodri with the ball on the edge of the penalty box. Back to Unai Simon. That goes Kylian Mbappe there, but the ball has been won by the French side. There are lots of talks that the Spanish guys, as usual, they will keep the ball, and that could limit the potential of the front four for France from operating in full force. But with 3 minutes played so far, it's been fairly balanced, with France seemingly taking control of the game. But Kylian Mbappe's run has been halted by Rodri. It's now Dani Olmo with the ball. Brings back to Marco Correa, back to Rodri. The mastermind in midfield. Rodri to Dani Olmo. Still in the half of Spain, possessing the ball and trying to find spaces to attack. He sends one in there. Let's be out to Lamine Yamal. Yamal versus Bakola. Yamal brings it back to the center circle. Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz back to Yamal. What can Yamal do? But no, he's been stopped there. And it's France on the attack. Kylian Mbappe, what can you do? He takes on one Fabian Ruiz. Still the ball with Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe dribbles, that sends the ball back to Aurelien Tchouameni. Tchouameni to Upamecano. Upamecano to Adrien Rabiot. The ball dispossessed there. Quickly won back by France. And Ousmane Dembele on the wings is sensing one, looking for Michael Olise, but couldn't find him. The ball gets to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal attacking here. Lamine Yamal, the teenage sensation. Very, very confident when, it comes to throwing shots and jabs at opponents ahead of games. But he needs to back it up with a performance here. And still Spain in possession as usual. Spain dominating play. The first 4 minutes played in the game so far.
Well, yeah, that's what Spain do and do really best. They know how to create the overloads in their opponent's half. And I'm looking forward to how France will try to press, because Spain will also want to dominate and keep more possession of the ball like they've done in the past 5 minutes. But whenever France gets the ball, they need to transition fast, because they are not going to have much of the ball tonight.
Indeed, they are not going to have much of the ball tonight, and so it all lies on how they perform in transitions. And so Spain possessing the ball at the back center circle. He's crossed it. Aymeric Laporte, who is he looking for? And France are making sure that they close up all these spaces. Marc Cucurella. We're going to look for Alex Bainan, but no. Zen's back. Aymeric Laporte there. Alex Bainan, but no, the ball has been blocked there. Is it going to be a transition moment for France? Yes, it does. Kylian Mbappe. He lays the ball to Lucas Dean. Dean to Bradley Barcola. Barcola takes on his marker. And it's still there, Barcola. Was the ball cleared? Yes, Paul Kubasi with that clearance.
A very good clearance there, timely intervention. But this is what Spain should be wary of, because once they lose the ball, France have the players who have the pace to attack and then can get into the box very quickly. And they nearly got the perfect pass for Ousmane Dembele to connect.
It is a corner kick in favor of the Le Blues. Michael Olise behind the ball. It's a tussle between William Saliba and Paul Kubasi. Cross comes in, but no, Adrien Rabiot with that poor take up on the edge of the penalty box. DJ Deschamps, all eyes on him. After this tournament, this will be his last tournament, or the last tournament that he is coaching France. Right after this, he will bring his tenure to an end, with reports indicating that Zinedine Zidane, another iconic coach and a legend of the national team, likely to take over from him.
Yeah, and what Jenny Deschamps has had, he was the captain of the national team when they first won it in 1998, and then he won it as a coach in 2018. Since having starting coaching France, he was in the quarterfinals in 2014, backed it up with the final in 2018, another final in 2022, and now he is looking for a ticket for the final. So since he took over France, he's actually been a sensation. And if he's leaving for Zinedine Zidane, who's also been an excellent coach whenever he's had the opportunity, I mean, it's an excellent decision for France.
Excellent decision for France. And so the game has been very, very tight so far. Both sides trying to look for spaces, but I think those spaces have been closed. And Spain swinging their passes together. Paul Kubasi with the ball there. He finds Lamine Yamal. What can Yamal do? But no, he goes down again. Yamal is mostly found of going down a bit too easily, and that hasn't helped his cause in terms of getting into the dangerous areas and creating danger. Olise with a chance to locate Mbappe, but his shot was blocked. The pass was blocked there, and so he couldn't do that. Dan Yombo on the edge of the box. And referee whistles. Referee whistles. Is that a penalty?
No, I think it was on the edge of the box.
Oh yes.
I mean, he can't have any.
Clear infringement there.
Yeah.
It was a clear infringement. Adrien Rabiot clearly stamped on the foot of Dani Olmo, and so it is a free kick for the La Roja. I mean, when it comes to set pieces, Lamine Yamal, we've seen him taking some of them, and sometimes he gets close, sometimes he misses. This time around, I mean, what do you expect from the Spanish guy? This is a game that will be, determined by fine margins.
I think he will fancy this Yamal, but I'm not sure he has what it takes to get one past Mike Maignan. He's a really very good goalkeeper, Mike Maignan. So I'm expecting either a cross in the box and hoping that a defender gets his head on it. But I'm not sure they are going to be able to bend one, over the wall and then getting the dip right inside the post.
3 Spanish players behind the ball. Lamine Yamal, Alex Baena, and Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal seemed not to be content with the wall formed by the French players. And so he's drawn the referee's attention there. I think the line wasn't clear enough, and so they've brought in another spray just to make sure that they limit where the ball is positioned, as well as how the French players will stand while the free kick is being taken. 10 minutes played at the AT&T Stadium here in Texas. It is France 0, Spain 0. Lamine Yamal behind the ball, but no, poor kick from Alex Baena. Very, very poor one from him. But it's still danger for France. Fabian Ruiz sends it across, but no. Julius Koundé blocked it, and so it's a throw-in in favor of Spain. That was a poor set-piece take from Spain.
And from that angle, you had to be really perfect to get the dip on to beat Mike Maignan. So I was expecting a cross forward and hoping that Laporte or Kubasi could get their heads on, but Baena decided to go for it on his own, and that was a really, really bad effort.
Mike Maignan with the ball in the box. We need to Saliba to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni sends a long one in, looking for Adrien Rabiot. So far, we've not seen any danger being created by the ferocious front four of France. Michael Olise, Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, and Bradley Barcola. So Spain making sure they are tight at the back when they lose the ball and make sure they get their tackles right. The Blues of France seeking for their 3rd straight final in the FIFA World Cup. There's a shove there, but no, the ball crosses the line. Referee deems it a normal shove, and so no free kick or infringements for Spain. It was between Aymeric Laporte and Julius Koundé there. Spain surging forward with an attack. Marc Cucurella. Marc Cucurella gives one to Alex Baena. What can he do? The French are trying to overload the attack, but yes, he's able to locate his man. And oh, what an intervention from Adrien Rabiot. At least he expected a foul, but the referee says no. And it's France possessing the ball in their own half. It's Michael Olise with the ball. He had an excellent season with Bayern Munich. He actually made a name for himself and established himself at the global stage when Bayern Munich took on Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. What a performance from him. It's Kylian Mbappe sending a long one, but no. Too much power on the ball. Too much power on the ball from Kylian Mbappe, trying to locate Ousmane Dembele on the right-hand side of the attack. But it's a goal kick in favor of Spain. Spain sends in a long one looking for Dani Olmo, but no, the ball has been quickly intercepted. Michael Olise on the ball. Can he take on his marker? No, he fails to do so. Dani Olmo wins the ball. He gives it to Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal takes it back, and Kubasi to Rodri. Rodri, the midfield controller. He has had a spectacular tournament with the La Roja of Spain.
Yeah, and Rodri, before his ACL injury, he was a master of the midfield. But since coming back, he's not really been himself. Anytime he got the opportunity to play for Manchester City, he was not the real Rodri the fans need him to be back. This tournament, he's actually, gone out of the shells. He's led as a captain, and he's actually propped Spain to do whatever they've done at this tournament.
And so, about 15 minutes played, it seems the Spanish boys have the control of the ball. That was an unpleasant tackle from Michael Olise.
That was nasty. And well, he's lucky that he was not booked. And talking of Olise, he's already had 5 assists in 6 World Cup games, and he's chasing a record of Pele. If he gets another assist today, he will, be equal to Pele. He will become the first, person to create 6 assists in a single World Cup tournament since Pele did it. So that's one record Olise is chasing.
One record Olise is chasing. Kylian Mbappe counter-attack. What can he do? Is Kylian Mbappe against 3. So Kylian Mbappe in the box. Ousmane Dembele. He sends him across looking for Olise. Yes, he couldn't find him. Olise with on the ball here. What can he do? But no. Paul Kubasi. Ball hits Paul Kubasi, and it is a corner kick. Yeah. We've always talked about the Spain having the ball, but how France are able to transition the pace of their attackers.
And France know the pace they have in the attack, so they are waiting for that one mistake from the Spanish passes, and they almost got that opportunity there. But thanks to Kubasi, who was able to rise back and then defend the ball from Mbappe. Other than that, Mbappe could have had a one-on-one finish against Unai Simon.
That was a brilliant defending from the Spanish side. Paul Kubasi and the likes of Aymeric Laporte were at the right place at the right time, and that helped them to thwart the attack of France. Ousmane Dembele sends to Rabiot to Michael Olise. You've not seen him much, although he's making all the runs. Ousmane Dembele on the right-hand side against Alex Baena. Can he take him on? Yes, it's Ousmane Dembele, the reigning Ballon d'Or winner. He sends it across. Bradley Barcola gets onto it. What can Barcola do? It's so a tussle, but yes, Barcola was able to hold on to it. Aurelien Tchouameni, he sends it across, but no, there was no Spanish player to connect the ball, and so the ball was cleared from the danger zone.
France, look at the luxury they have up front. Dembele, Barcola, Olise, Mbappe, and once Barcola is even, subbed off, the player coming on Doué is also an excellent runner. He has the skill, so they can hit Spain on the counter. Whenever they have the ball, the transition is very quick because they know that Mbappe has the legs, Ousmane Dembele has the legs, so any ball up front, they will be able to chase them. That's what they are waiting for. They are not in any rush to match Spain in the tiki-taka. They are just hoping and waiting for their time to just play the long balls into the path of either Mbappe or Dembele to attack.
It's 80 minutes played at the AT&T Stadium in Texas. France 0, Spain 0. Spain are asserting control on the game, but it's France who have proven to be very dangerous on the set pieces. There was a chance for Marco Correa to, as usual, deliver a cross, but Upamecano was able to get him off the ball. So it is a goal kick in favor of France. Both coaches seem to be sitting on tenterhooks, very, very tensed at this moment. Who takes the lead? It remains to be seen. Center circle, Julius Koundé, but no, Marc Cucurella blocks that pass. It's a throw-in in favor of France. Upamecano sends one to William Saliba, one of the best centre-backs in the world. He had an excellent season with Arsenal, winning the Premier League. I mean, his partnership or the duo with Gabriel Magalhaes of Brazil, they are, I mean, termed or tagged as the best duo when it comes to centre-backs in the world. But yes, he's also had a very decent tournament here. It's Spain with the ball now. Pau Kubasi sends a long one to Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo lurking around the center circle to Aymeric Laporte. The ball crosses the center circle and it's Marc Cucurella. Can he deliver it across here? Yes, he does. Who is there? Nobody was there to connect the ball. And referee blows the whistle for a spot kick. Referee blows the whistle for a spot kick. Lucas Dean seems to have fouled Lamine Yamal in the box. I mean, you get the chance to see a replay of what actually transpired there.
But then I'm not seeing any, comment or any disapproval there from. Yeah, I think he caught him. He caught him in the leg, and that's why Lucas Dean is not challenging the decision of the ref. Yeah. I mean, he caught him, and it will be very, very surprising if referee Ivan changes his decision here. Although he will be called from the VR room, but I'm not sure he's going to change his decision.
This was, I mean, an obvious foul. Lucas Dean was expecting to get onto the ball. It was an area ball that was coming in. Lamine Yamal got a touch of the ball first on his shoulder, and Lucas Dean caught him. It was a clear foul. And Spain have the opportunity to take the lead in about 21 minutes of play. The French players are protesting keenly, but referee Ivan Barton is not ready to cause for a VAR review. He believes it is the right call, and I think he's already made contacts with the VAR officials, and they have confirmed the on-field decision. It is a penalty kick for Spain. Mike Magnon, I think there was a penalty. He saved a penalty in the tournament already. Do you think he will be able to make this?
I'm looking at the last 5 penalties of Ayazabal, and I'm thinking if he can actually hold his nerves there to get one past Mike Magnon, one of the best shot stoppers we have in the world, and that would be a very big lead if he's able to get this one passing. So let's just wait.
Mikel Oyarzabal, and he scores. Mikel Oyarzabal finds the back of the net. Spain takes the lead at the AT&T Stadium. It is France 0, Spain 1, 22 minutes of play. You can see the Spanish fans jubilating. Didier Deschamps fuming on the touchline. Sure I don't know whether he's fuming at Lucas Dean for the foul or lack of VAR review.
No, I think he is actually furious with his left back, Lucas Dean. As a defender, you are not supposed to lose focus. There was an air ball, and he decided to either, instead of challenge for it, he decided to swing his boot at it. And unfortunately, it brought Yamal down, who I think did brilliantly there to throw himself for the ball. But they can't have any complaints. But it came at a time when France were actually having more of the ball and then trying to create numerous chances. But unfortunately, they've had to deal with that penalty. And I hope they don't sit back and try to take the pressure. That they should actually come out and then see if they can get the equalizer before the first half.
And so it will be a very, very good one for France if they are able to get the equalizer. We expect an attack, all-attacking play from France at this juncture. Once again, the front four have not shown us any glimpses of their quality yet. Are we going to see it now? Let's see how the game pans out. It's almost 24 minutes of play, and it's France trailing Spain by a goal to 0. Referee blows his whistle for the hydration break. I think it comes at a very good moment for France, at a point where they are under a very tense moment. There were talks about how Lucas Dean will be able to mark or stop Lamine Yamal from operating at full force. Kylian Mbappe has been a shadow of himself in the game so far. Spain are able to get control of the game and make sure that they do the right thing, and it is favoring them after 24 minutes of play. So quickly, let's acknowledge our sponsors. Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink says, "Be bold, be you." Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency needs performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Vena Mineral Water. Shell up with Vena Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knori Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Bigo Cola, big refreshing moment. And Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. And so yes, we are championing the moment with this beautiful and elegant attire from Milo. And so Electron Ghana Limited, they also say home of electronics and affordable luxury. 369 Gym and Wellness Center, they are located at East Legon. They operate on a 24-hour basis. They offer all sorts of services, including sports massage. Yes, sports massage is very unique to them. You have lots of gym and wellness centers in the country, but 369 is unique when it comes to their service on sports massage. Emily Logistics, they say your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier, quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plasterboards and building materials, competitive prices and excellent customer service. Glyco General Insurance, they say that whether it's about protecting yourself, your vehicle, your home, your business, or valuable assets, Glyco General provides reliable insurance solutions designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Protect that dream today by downloading the Glyco General app to sign up, or call 050-144-7694 or email at customerexperience@glycogeneral.com. Lizzie Shito, they are saying that if you want that real Ghanaian hit in your meal, Lizzie Shito is the best to go in for. And so it's made with shrimp, fish, and 0 preservatives. It's perfect for your rice, kenke, wachi, and other meals. Lizzie Shito, spicy. Prep Master, they help you prepare for exams, being it BC, WASI, or nursing examination. Apart from that, they also provide you with excellent service when it comes to prepping you or training you for visa interviews. Download their app on the App Store or Play Store. Prep Master, steady smarter. And so play has resumed from the hydration break, and it's still Spain leading by a goal to 0 at the AT&T Stadium in Texas. France on the offense here. Aurelien Tchouameni sends it across, but no, it's been intercepted there by Spain. And so, talking of France, their journey to the semi-final, they are aiming to reach their 3rd World Cup final in a row since winning it in 2018. 2018, they won it, and then 2022, they nearly won it against Argentina, but then it was Lionel Messi who came out on top victorious, and so they lost that final despite the magical performance of Kylian Mbappe in there. They are here in the semi-final in the 2026 edition, aiming for their 3rd straight final to make history. They progressed to the semi-finals by defeating Sweden 3-0 in the round of 32. They also went on to defeat Paraguay by a goal to 0 in the round of 16. They also defeated Morocco in a tie that most people thought would be a close encounter. They defeated Morocco by 2-0 in a comfortable manner. Now, they've kept 3 clean sheets in the tournament in their last 3 knockout matches. They've scored 6 goals and conceded none in their knockout rounds. They are very, very good when it comes to playing knockout football. Then they remain unbeaten in the tournament, just like the La Roja of Spain. And so there seems to be a bad news for France. William Saliba, one of the finest center backs in the world, is on the pitch, and it looks like he might be sapped off for another defender to take over.
Yeah,
this is a big blow.
He's going off, a very big blow, and it's not even in this match, because even if France are able to regather and then win this match and then go into the final, they are going to have one of their best center backs not available for the final, because I don't think he going down without any challenge means he can actually play again in this tournament. So it's an unfortunate end for William Saliba. He's been a wonderful player with Upamecano since the tournament began, but it's unfortunate that he has to come off at this juncture of the tournament.
Yes, indeed, it is unfortunate for him to come off, and you could see the facial expressions from Didier Deschamps to the French fans. They are really, really sad with that, and so Lacroix comes in to replace William Saliba. Does this change the dynamics for France? Let's see how the game pans out. Julius Koundé with the throw in there. He sends one in. Look at Michael Olise. What can Olise do? Olise still with the ball, but no, he's been fouled by Marc Cucurella. And Cucurella has been booked here. Marc Cucurella needs to be very, very careful. They went in for an air ball. Olise won it. He kept. Oh,
yeah, that was needless.
Yes,
yeah,
he did it on the first attempt, and then another one.
Yeah, and it's a deserved yellow card for Cucurella, and he needs to be careful, because once on a yellow, he can't dive into tackles anymore. That means he's actually limited himself from that unfortunate incident there.
A corner kick, free kick for France, but once again, poor take from Ousmane Dembele straight into the hands of goalkeeper Unai Simon, who has conceded just 1 goal in this tournament. Can France breach the defensive line of Spain? You've not seen that yet, despite the star-studded attack. Kylian Mbappe silent, Bradley Barcola silent. It seems only Michael Olise trying to create something.
Yeah, and that's thanks to the brilliance of the defensive shape of Spain. And I saw Pau Kubasi there on a drive, taking the ball and running through the midfield like there were non-players there. And I believe that if Spain are able to go into the finals, Pau Kubasi will arguably be the best young player of this tournament. He's really been good with a pair of Laporte inside, the defense. And like you said, they've only conceded just a goal, and that came against in their last game, in the quarterfinal game. So it's interesting how they've also been able to make Mbappe, Dembele, and Olise look like the average player that they meet. But we are talking about players who Mbappe has 20 World Cup goals, and he has 8 at this tournament. So it's amazing how just in this game he's not actually finding it fit, but that's because of how brilliant the Spain defense has been.
Upamecano with a crucial block there. So far, he's prevented Marc Cucurella from delivering those decisive crosses that could yield a goal for Spain. Talking of Kylian Mbappe, many know him to be called Mr. World Cup, but yes, he is able to deliver at the biggest stages when it comes to the World Cup. He could go missing for 80 minutes, 85 minutes, but don't deceive yourself. In the dying embers of the game, or when he turns up in games, everything changes. He nearly caused heartbreak to Lionel Messi and his fans.
Well, that's what big players
I know
give you.
Frank could have been a victim, but
Yeah.
I mean,
And
thanks
yeah,
to
that's what big players give you, because they won't show up the entire game. But once they get into their rhythm, you dare not give them that space. And he showed that against Argentina in the 2022 final, because Argentina looked set to win on 2-0, and the final looked dead and buried until Kylian Mbappe showed up, scored a hat trick. But unfortunately, he came up against a man who is, miles better than, so he just had to take the L in peace. I mean, he came up against Messi, so I mean,
miles better than it's very, very arguable.
I mean, we can't even do that
at
comparison.
that moment.
No, we can't do that
It's
comparison.
about the form.
It's not about the form. We can't.
And that I mean, particular moment.
No, I'm just talking about
the general performance of both players. For that
career,
one, yes,
the career of
Lionel Messi is up there. Mbappe is now building to get to that level. It's France on the attack here. Bradley Barcola, absolutely nothing. He hasn't been able to produce any movements in this game. Alex Baina went down, complaining of his shirt being pulled, but referee remains unconcerned about that. Play continues. And still France possessing the ball in their own half, center circle. Lacroix lays a pass and finds Lucas Dean. Lucas Dean back to Lacroix. Lacroix to Upamecano. Upamecano, the center circle. Aurelien Tchouameni. Ousmane Dembele switches up position to the center circle. He finds Bradley Barcola. What can Barcola do here against Pedro Porro? Barcola, he strikes, but the strike goes off target. It's way off target over the bar. I mean, we've seen some tweaks on the side of the French side. Ousmane Dembele, he seemed to not have fared so well on the right wing, so he drops deep into midfield, wins the ball, then tries to create some danger.
This is what the France team gives you, because they aren't stuck at just one place. Those front four can play at any moment, any place at any given moment. Olise can find himself up top, down, or even in the middle, just like Mbappe and then Ousmane Dembele. But that was some brilliant build up there from the goalkeeper to Dembele in midfield. Switch it to the left-hand side to Barcola, who did brilliantly, but unfortunately his shot rather wasn't the best.
And another strike from Pedro Porro, who I think has also had a very decent performance in the tournament. Yeah. So far, he hasn't given Bradley Barcola the luxury of time. And that was a costly mistake from Mike Maignan. And Spain on the attack. And it's Spain here. And what an intervention. That could have been the second goal for Spain. Fabian Ruiz with that touch. And what an intervention. What was Mike Maignan thinking? He was swamped by the Spanish players. And so it's a quick one to Lamine Yamal. He found Fabian Ruiz, who could have easily tapped the ball into the net. But once again, Upamecano was there at the right time to clear the ball.
Yeah, brilliant intervention from Upamecano. But once again, France gifting the ball away to Spain and making it very easy for Spain to have an attack. And thanks to that block from Upamecano, it's still 1-0.
It's still 1-0. France very much alive in this game. And it's Fabian Ruiz. He crossed the ball, looking for Alex Baina. Alex Baina finds it, brings it back to Lamine Yamal. Two players on Lamine Yamal. What can he do? Lamine Yamal still going for the ball, but referee says it is a goal kick in favor of France.
Yeah,
Lamine Yamal seemed displeased with the decision, but there seemed to be a slight
I think it was a
push
push, yeah.
from him,
So
and so
that would be.
referee deems it goal kick in favor of France.
And yeah, referee Ivan Barton, one of the best. He's from Salvador, and coming into this game when he got selected, the whistle he's using is it's called vacuum, but for him he puts the cross for the Christians. He has a really good connection with Christ. He's a Christian. He's a man by faith. So he added some little tweak to his whistle. So in this game, his whistle is having some cross, a Jesus crucifixion cross on it, showing how connected he is to Jesus Christ, and he's hoping that he can actually get this and then the final if because since Michael Oliver, Clement Opin are not able to referee in the final, he will be hoping that he gets the chance to at least go home with a medal.
And in Spain, 40 minutes played here. Spain leading by a goal to 0. France were about to launch an offensive attack, but referee flagged it an offside. Kylian Mbappe was in an offside position. So far, we've not seen the best of Kylian Mbappe, but trust him. Once you give him the slightest of opportunities, he will be found wanting. And talking of Spain, on their journey to this stage, they are seeking their second FIFA World Cup title after winning the tournament in 2010. And it's Kylian Mbappe on the other of the box. Referee flags it as an offside again. And you can see the delights in the face of Marco Correa, applauding the assistant linesman for doing his job there. I mean, once he escapes that, you will be found wanting.
And that's what France are looking at it, because they've tried out 2 times now, but twice Mbappe was in an offside position. But they will keep trying, because now they are not having much of the ball. So the best thing they can do is transition very quickly, and whenever they have the ball, because Mbappe is really quick on his feet, they are always in a haste to find him. But unfortunately, Mbappe always starts his run very soon and always getting himself into offside. So he just needs to time his run, and who knows, maybe one of the top balls can get him to go one-on-one with Unai Simon.
And so France, who are trailing, Spain are once again dominating play. The midfield of Rabiot, Fabian Ruiz, and the Dani Olmo so far dictating the pace of the game. The French side are struggling to get a breakthrough in attack. And so Spain,
Mbappe is through.
Yes, Kylian Mbappe is through there, but Unai Simon came off his line to clear the ball. That would have been a very, very dangerous one for Spain.
Yeah, and this time he timed his run perfectly on, and he was onside there. But because Unai Simon was off his line really quickly, he couldn't get the time to have a touch and then come at him.
The anticipation was brilliant.
Yeah, if you are going to play against someone who is really fast as Mbappe, you also need your goalkeeper to at least become the sweeper goalkeeper. And on that occasion, he did it really well.
Olise with a cross, but finds no French player. Another cross goes in there. And still, the players tussling in the box. Referee says it is a foul in favor of Spain. There was a slight collision between Oyarzabal and goalkeeper Unai Simon.
Miscommunication.
Luckily for them, the ball fell straight away to Rodri. And they've cleared their lines. It's Spain who starts the attack from their own half. And so talking of Spain's journey to the semi-final, and so it was rather a lead ball situation in favor And referee Ivan Barton blows his whistle again for an infringement in favor of France. The way and manner the tackles are swinging in from the Spanish guys, they need to be very, very careful.
Oh,
was that really an infringement?
Yeah, I think that's why Fabian Ruiz.
Was that really an infringement?
He was nowhere near him. It wasn't even a touch. I mean, but this is what this gives you. I was happy to see how Fabian Ruiz and Dembele and Bakola were having a go at each other, and these are teammates at the club level. So once it becomes a national side team, you don't have the luxury to play with your teammate just because you are teammates back in.
Oh, there seemed to be a kick so there, but yes, it wasn't. So France Spain on the attack here. Marco Reyes cross intercepted. It's Michael Olise versus Kukurea. Kukurea must be careful here. And Olise loses the ball. Alex Baina, excellent defensive work from him. The pass will be able to find Kylian Mbappe, but no. Fabian Ruiz, center circle, he finds Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal back to Paul Kubasi. Paul Kubasi still with the ball here. Paul Kubasi back to Lamine Yamal. Yamal goes down. Referee is taking none of that. So far, most of the balls that Yamal has gone down, the referee doesn't seem to fancy them as an infringement. And so, talking of Spain, their journey to the round, to the semi-final rather, they beat Austria by 3-0. They went on to defeat Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal in the last gasp goal from Mikel Merino. Now, Merino's magic continued and salvaged Spain once again when they came up against Belgium. And in that game, it was leveled 1-1. Another brilliant goal from Mikel Merino helped Spain rather. It helped Spain to progress to the semi-final where they are leading by 1-0 against France at the AT&T Stadium here in Texas. Now, Spain have won every knockout game in regular time. They've scored 6 goals in the knockout rounds as well. And so there comes Usain Bolt also in the stands watching on. Another legendary athlete also at the stadium to witness the game. Spain have conceded just 1 goal, as we've said it already, in the knockout stage. And so it is a very, very tight game. However, Spain have the edge in terms of their team. And so there was a cross, but Kylian Mbappe couldn't get onto it. Bradley Bakola there on the wings. He finds Ousmane Dembele. Dembele on the ball. He released the ball to Rabiot. Rabiot with the cross. And it says an offside. It says an offside against France.
Yeah, that was a very good cross from Koundé, but unfortunately Mbappe was nowhere near it. And you fancy this against a really, really good number 9 who will throw himself in the likes of Haaland, who will throw in themselves just to connect the ball. But once again, France trying to create the chances and try to at least level matters before the first half ends.
It's very important for France to get the equalizer. However, you never ever doubt them until 90 plus an additional time is up. Their brilliant game in the Euro 2024 semi-final, 5-4. What a game. What a match that was. Both sides scoring in a free flow game. However, this game has not yet produced the amount of goals that you would expect yet. It is early days yet. First 45 minutes, 3 minutes of additional time played, 3 more to go. And it's France who are possessing the ball in their own half, trying to get through the Spanish defense. They've been very, very resilient so far, and they have all the armors at the back intact. And so Rivalries with the foul, Alex Baina rather, he fouled Julius Koundé after going down. And Lacroix with the ball, he finds Bakola to Ousmane Dembele, but no, ball intercepted by Rodri. Brilliant interception from Rodri there. Danny Olmo, he goes back to find Rodri to Paul Kubasi to goalkeeper Unai Simon. He kicked the ball in long one, but yes, it's France who got onto the ball, but Spain quickly recovers to get it. Aymeric Laporte clears his lines. Upamecano, what a centre back he has been. Brilliant work at the back. He had a very good season, and so what a turn from Michael Olise. But the ball crosses the line. It is in favor of France. He seems to be having his better out of Man Kukureya, and he knows Kukureya is already booked. He keeps attacking him and making sure he goes to him directly whenever he gets the ball. The ball comes back to Upamecano, center circle. Lacroix on the ball. Lacroix progressing the ball gradually. He finds Bradley Bakola on the left wing. Bakola to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe in the box. He's being intercepted, but no. The ball goes out. And Lucas Dean with the throw-in. Few seconds, almost 10 seconds to end the first half. Almost 10 seconds to go. Can France do something? Julius Koundé gets the ball to Michael Olise. Olise, what can Olise do? He gives it to Ousmane Dembele. Dembele, he drives in between the line. Oh, that was poor one from Ousmane Dembele. It appears the 6 minutes are up. The 6 minutes are up. Referee Ivan Barton blows his whistle to bring the first 45 minutes to an end. It is the La Roja of Spain who are leading by a goal to 0. Kind courtesy, the sports kick converted by Mikel Oyarzabal. Lucas Dean committed that foul on Lamine Yamal in the 18-yard box, and that resulted in a penalty kick that has rendered France trailing by a long goal to 0. And so it's halftime here at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Spain 1, France 0. Let's go for a quick break. When we return, we will throw more lights on the happenings in the first half.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. Well, here.
Lizishito, hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizio, Lizishito.
Lizishito, the sito is sitotly.
Lizishito, overfailing.
Lizishito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizishito dear, ebesu obiasu.
Lizishito hot pepper sauce is spicy and
Lizishito hot pepper sauce. Spicy.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters. Every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Glyco General Insurance provides non-life insurance solutions spanning across motor, fire and accident, marine, liability, bonds and guarantees, as well as specialty risks like agric, energy, oil and gas.
Coca-Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola, locate the QR code on the label, scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. Where are you?
LIVESTREAMING hot pepper sauce, spicy.
LIVESTREAMING, the setor is setorly.
LIVESTREAMING, overfilling.
LIVESTREAMING, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. LIVESTREAMING dear, ebesu obiasu.
LIVESTREAMING hot pepper sauce is spicy and
LIVESTREAMING hot pepper sauce. Spicy.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters. Every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Glyco General Insurance provides non-life insurance solutions spanning across motor, fire and accident, marine, liability, bonds and guarantees, as well as specialty risks like agric, energy, oil and gas.
Coca-Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola, locate the QR code on the label, scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. Well,
Hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizzy, oh Lizzy. Lizzy Shito.
Lizzy Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzy Shito, overfill.
Lizzy Shito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzy Shito dear, ebesu obiasu.
Lizzy Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and
Lizzy Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the...
Welcome back. I'm from the break, and so we will be heading into the second half very, very soon. Once again, thanks to Milo who are making us look amazing in today's fixture of the 2026 FIFA World Cup semi-final game involving France, then who are taking on Spain in Texas, in the United States of America. Now, before we head into the halftime analysis, let's briefly acknowledge our sponsors, Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold, be you. Uslas Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water, share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knorri Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Bigo Cola, big refreshing moments. Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. Indeed, we are awake with Milo indeed for this amazing alarm that Milo has provided us with. Electron Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. 369 Gym and Wellness Center, they say that whether you're an elite athlete, weekend footballer, or simply someone committed to a healthier life, the right environment makes all the difference. That's why East Legon 369 Gym and Wellness Center is open 24 hours a day. Now, they offer strength training, reformer pilots, group fitness classes, sports massage, recovery training services, IV therapy, and specialized wellness support. It is built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. That is 369 Gym and Wellness Center. They are open 24 hours a day, and then also they are located at East Legon. Emily Logistics. Emily Logistics is your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier. They provide you with quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plasterboards and building materials, competitive prices, and excellent customer service. You can locate Emily Logistics at Dansuman Banana Inn, the 922 Place building, Saka Daru Street. At Dome, you can locate them opposite the Golf Fuel Station, and then at Gege last stop, Dansuman. You can call or WhatsApp them on 054 010 8725. Glyco General Insurance. Glyco says that whether it's about protecting yourself, your vehicle, your home, your business, or valued assets, Glyco General provides reliable insurance solutions designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Now, protect that dream today by downloading the Glyco General app to sign up, or call 050-144-7694, or email at customerexperience@glycogeneral.com, or visit Glyco General branch near you. Glyco, we cushioning you for life. Lizzie Sheto says, if you want that real Ghanaian hits in your meal, grab a pack of Lizzie Sheto. It's a hot pepper sauce that tastes like home, made with shrimp, fish, and zero preservatives. It's spicy, rich, and full of flavor. It's perfect for your rice, kenke, wachi, and others. Lizzie Sheto, spicy. It's available in shops and supermarkets near you. For bulk purchase, you can call 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. Prep Master, they say that they help you prepare for various examinations. So being it BEC, WASI, or nursing exams, they help you prepare on a daily basis. Yes, not occasional. On a daily basis, they give you that right prep, and they also help you. Train you for visa interview. If you book your interview, make sure that you go to Prep Master for proper training. Now, Prep Master, they say study smarter. Frank, we are heading into the second half. What do you expect them? What do you expect from France? What should France do to come back into the game? What should Spain do to make sure that they are able to hold on to the lead and sail through to the final?
So, a big 45 minutes left coming up, and what I would expect from France is to keep trying to find Mbappe. The more Mbappe is involved in this game, the more France gets into their rhythm. So they just need to find their key players in Dembele and then Olise to at least try to find Mbappe, who with the ball can create something magical. So it's up to France to go all out. And even though they are chasing a lead now, they have to go out of their shells and then try to pull all the massive things they have in their locker. That's Dembele showing up, Olise showing up. They've not been the best players we've seen since this tournament started. And since the tournament started, this is the first time that Dembele, Olise, and Mbappe have gone a half without any shots. So that shows how Spain has been able to curtail the attacking threat of France. So I would expect Spain to also put more of the ball like they've shown. They know how to hold the ball, but they've not created much with the ball. So theirs is to not allow France to get into their rhythm. And with a 1-0 lead, they don't have to do anything extraordinary. They just need to keep hold of the ball and hope that France leave their backs exposed so that they can attack.
They leave their back exposed so they can attack. It's France who are asking the necessary questions and looking for an answer. And so head coach Didier Deschamps has taken a very, very good decision. He sacked off Adrien Rabiot. I mean, Rabiot has already been booked, and you remember that he went in for some tackles that seemed very, very dangerous. And so in order to prevent a situation of playing with 10 men, he's quickly sacked him off for Manu Kone to come on. He has been a sensation in this tournament.
He's been brilliant, but his actual brilliance came when he was playing a double pivot with Adrien Rabiot. So tonight I don't see how he's going to cope with Tchouaméni, because these are two defensive-minded players. But that's also a good substitution there, because like you said, Rabiot is on the yellow, and although you are 1-0 up, you wouldn't want to go 10 men down, and that would be like a 12-man to battle. So it's a good substitution from Deschamps, but I'm seeing how Rabiot, Tchouaméni and then Kone can conjure some magic in midfield, because Spain have been the better side in midfield. They've controlled proceedings and been better on the ball.
Indeed, Spain have asserted their dominance in the game, but are yet to create lots of chances just to make sure that they get the security goal that they'll need. It was a clash between Fabian Ruiz and Upamecano. Upamecano down, holding his knee in agony, but referee doesn't see any malice from Fabian Ruiz with regards to a foul. Lucas Dean went down, but referee waves play on. Lamine Yamal in here. Lamine Yamal, he takes the ball back to Pedro Porro. Porro sends it back. It's Aymeric Laporte. Laporte to Pau Kubasi. Pau Kubasi all the way to Pedro Porro. Porro, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal on the right wing there. What can he do? Yamal goes down. Referee waves play on. And it's France who are attacking here. France attacking Kylian Mbappe. He gives in a cross, but no. He couldn't find Bradley Barcola. Mbappe comes back to try to win the ball, but that wasn't successful. Fabian Ruiz twisting and turning about 3 French players. And there was a slight clash between Lacroix and Mikel Oyarzabal. Referee blows his whistle for an infringement in favor of Spain.
France trying to get things started in the second half really quickly, because they know that they have just 45 minutes to at least get the equalizer and maybe one was the winner. But Spain, as usual, are not allowing them to play in their rhythm. They are still holding on to the ball and baiting France to come out of their shells. And whenever they do, the ball goes to Yamin, who can actually take on defenders. So it's all playing into the hands of Spain now. But let's just hope that France can conjure some magic. Well, that's a chance.
Lamine Yamal has a chance that can he do something, but no.
Offside.
It's an offside. Mike Magnon did some brilliant work there, but yes, Lamine was in a clear offside position. Lucas Dean to Manu Kone, but ball intercepted by Rodri. Rodri, the controller, and he's showing it in this game that indeed he is the controller. Unai Simon with the ball. He sends in a long one looking for Dani Olmo, but no, Dani Olmo couldn't get his head onto it. And Pedro Porro, what a tackle there. He wins the ball for Spain. Lamine Yamal. The ball around the center line area. Rodri sends it back. And the ball is now in the possession of Marc Cucurella. Cucurella surging forward. He gives it to Alex Baena. Alex Baena against Julius Koundé. Can he do something by now against Julius Kounde? When the ball gets to Mikel Oyarzabal, Oyarzabal with a spray, he shoots, but couldn't find the target. It was a narrow miss from Mikel Oyarzabal, way over the bar. Oyarzabal is, he's had 5 goals so far in the tournament. We are, making mention of the big boys in the tournament. He's not mentioned enough.
Yeah, he's not your fancy number 9. He doesn't have all the PR and all that kind of stuff. Well, amazing stuff there from Usain Bolt and then Noah Niles of the United States. I don't know if they were rivals, but because I think when Lars came in, Bolt was already past his best and he had retired there. But they're back to Oyarzabal. Yeah, he's not that fancy number 9. He doesn't give you the Mbappe or Haaland vibes or the Lewandowski vibes, but he comes in, gets his job done, and then that's it. And like he's shown at this World Cup, anytime he's called upon, he's there to answer.
And so that is Mikel Oyarzabal, Lamine Yamal, and he takes on Lucas Dean. Yes, he does that behind 2 defenders. He goes down. Referees having none of that. Ivan Barton doesn't seem to fancy Lamine Yamal's approach of going down when there is a tackle. He doesn't seem to fancy that. Talking of referee, Ivan Barton, who is the official for this game, as Frank said earlier, he is from El Salvador. He's been appointed to officiate the game, 35 years of age. His looks doesn't seem to complement that, but yes, he is 35 years of age. He has been a FIFA listed referee since 2018. He was at the university as a lecturer in chemistry in El Salvador. Yeah. We've had referees and footballers. Even today, N'Golo Kante made a revelation about the fact that he also studied accounting in school. Many might have the thoughts or the perception that these players just came out from the academics and they became who they are today. Yes, and so yes, the referee Ivan Barton, he was a lecturer in chemistry in Salvador. During the 2022 FIFA World Cup, it was his first World Cup where he officiated 2 group stage matches. And now, the semi-final game involving France and Spain, he's having the honor of being the main official for this game. And it is his 4th match of the tournament, which tells you that yes, indeed, his performances have been approved by the officiating officials. Bradley Bacola with a dangerous one in there. Pedro Porro. Bacola with one, but just good block from Pedro Porro. He's marked Bradley Bacola very, very, very well in tight spaces. It doesn't allow him to go past him or get onto the balls too easily. And Unai Simon must be commended. He comes out at the right time and makes sure he wins the balls as well.
Well, yeah, Unai Simon, not everyone's favorite, especially the Barcelona fans. They were hoping that their goalkeeper, Garcia, or even the Arsenal fans, Raya, would have been imposed. But the coach, that's De La Fuentes, has actually stuck with his decision that Unai Simon is my number 1. And anytime Spain play, you expect that Unai Simon will be imposed. And so far, he's been excellent.
That is Unai Simon there. There's this interesting talking points about the goalkeeping situation of Spain. David Raya, who many believe is the best goalkeeper in the world, winning the Golden Glove Award in the Premier League, has been on the bench. Luis de la Fuente, I think he runs with the philosophy that you don't change a winning team when nothing, there hasn't been any setback with that.
But I also think it's because of the luxury he has, because if you have Unai Simon in post and then Raya at the bench, you possess two of the best goalkeepers in the world. So you have the luxury to put one on the bench and one in post. But if it was in a situation where Unai Simon was an average goalkeeper, you would be forced to play Raya because that's the only special goalkeeper you have. Just like Doué coming on for Bakola. This is the luxury France possesses because in the attack there are plenty players there. So once you don't get selected, it doesn't mean you are not good. It's just that in your place there is a little bit quality ahead of you, and so I just think Raya should just, his time will come. It was just like Manuel Neuer and then Ter Stegen when Ter Stegen was at Barcelona. He was really good, but he just came up at a time when Neuer was also playing very good. And sometimes you can't fault the coaches. It's just that they have the luxury to reshuffle their pack.
And so it's Spain on the attack here. Alex Baena on the edge of the 80-yard box, but no, his shot was blocked by Julius Koundé. Koundé with that one. Fabian Ruiz. He finds Pedro Porro. Porro lurking around the 18-yard box. Is this a chance for Spain? And Spain scores. Pedro Porro with the second goal for Spain. Pedro Porro with the second goal for Spain. What a game. France are trailing by 2-0. Who would have expected that?
Well, Ben, I expected that. And that's the Spanish midfield slicing through the France midfield like they weren't even there. 2 quick passes. Pedro Porro was through and go, and he kept his cool to smash a pass the on-rushing Mike Maignan, and that's an excellent build-up goal there for Spain. And I hope they can be able to hold on to it because it's 30 minutes, and just like France did back in 2022, you never count them out because they have the stars to conjure something magically, and that can swing the game in their part.
And so yes, we said that the midfield will play key role in how their game pans out. And Spain, their midfield, they've won their midfield battle. Dani Olmo on the edge of the box, on the arc of the 18-yard box, was fouled there, but what a touch. He had already laid the pass, and Pedro Porro, he smashes one past Mike Maignan, and it is Spain who are leading by 2-0. Kylian Mbappe in disbelief there. France have been off the radar. This is not the France that we know. They need to up the tempo of the game. And once they want to search for it and get the equalizer, they need to be very wary at their back. Once you concede the third goal, the task becomes a Herculean one, and you wouldn't want to go into that. It is the Le Blues of France. Their fans, the coach, the technical team, almost everyone is sitting on tenterhooks. Is this going to be the end to their tournament? No. That remains to be seen. It is too early days yet. I keep referencing Argentina against France in the 2022 World Cup showed us something about the French team, especially when you have Kylian Mbappe in the game. And it's Spain who are still dominating play. We have not seen much efforts from France. And Lucas Digne leaves Lamine Yamal there. Can Lamine Yamal get a third goal? Lamine Yamal does, but it was referee says offside. Lucas Digne, he has been very, very fragile on the right side of.
The fans don't think it's an offside, but obviously the VAR will have a look at it, and I think they've cleared it. It was an offside from Yamal, but that's how easy the Spanish side are getting in this game. They are able to just swing passes past this French team, and I don't get why it's been so easy for Spain. Yes, they know how to control the ball, they know how to possess it, but it shouldn't be this easy to cut through your attacking channels like that. Yeah, close, but I think he was a little bit offside, and that's all it's needed. Once you are even an inch off, it's obviously an offside.
What a control from Lamine Yamal. That would have been iconic. That could have probably been the icing on the cake for the La Roja, by still 2-0 in favor of the La Roja, who are gradually cruising into the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It's all looking sad and gloomy on the faces of DJ Deschamps. He looks baffled and confused. What is happening? There seems to be no synergy on the fans of the French players. When they don't have the ball, they don't press enough for it. This is not what you see the French side doing. It is quite surprising that this performance is coming from France, who many tipped as favorites for this tie. However, it is early days yet to call off the tie in favor of Spain. And so, talking of referee Ivan Barton, I mean, he's had vast experience. So he's officiated in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, CONCACAF Nations League, the CONCACAF Gold Cup, and then CONCACAF Champions League. Vast experience when it comes to officiating at the highest level. It is interesting how the Spanish defenders are able to cut out most of the true passes that the French players give. And yes, their defense are really living up to the billing, showing that, yeah, they are the best in the competition indeed. Referee Ivan Barton makes history, joins few referees who have made history as the referees to have officiated the FIFA World Cup semi-final. 64 minutes played here at the Dallas Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the United States of America. It is France who are trailing by 2-0. Kylian Mbappe swings to the right side of the wings. He sends in a cross, but that has been cleared off the line by goalkeeper Unai Simon. Kylian Mbappe seems to have switched to the left-hand side of the wings.
Oh yeah, that's Mbappe in his stride. He can conjure magic out of nothing, and once you give him that space, he can create something. He nearly created a chance there, but Unai Simon was quick to direct it out for a corner kick. But for France, all they need is just a goal to swing the momentum inside their favor, and with about 25 minutes left on the clock, we can get a goal and then have a very nervy end to this game.
Yes, indeed, it is France who are trailing. And it appears that Kylian Mbappe has to stay on that left-hand side of the attack. Otherwise, the attack will continue to lack that potency they need to make the difference. We're still live here on GhanaWeb TV. This is our coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It is the semi-final clash between France and Spain. So far, so good. 66 minutes of play. It is France who are trailing by 2-0 against Spain. And France seems to have lost the ball. Manu Koni quickly recovers. And Spain, who are doing all the pressing here, France are yet to create anything meaningful or something meaningful in this game. Ousmane Dembele on the right-hand side of the attack. What can you do? Dembele sends a long one to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe leaves it to Manu Kone. Kone to Doué. Doué to Lucas Dean. Dean has been very, very porous. Very, very poor and abysmal on that side. You'd expect him to do the work that Marc Cucurella is doing for Spain, but yes, it is evident that he is not at that level yet, and it seemed to affect the attack of France. Ousmane Dembele here. Dembele finds to Kylian Mbappe, strikes! Kylian Mbappe came close. Kylian Mbappe. I've told you over and over again that it took a block from Marc Cucurella. That could have been a very, very dangerous ball for France. But yes, it's France still in play. Michael Olise on the ball. Michael Olise against, he passes it to Doué. Doué, oh, the ball hits the players. It's still Doué. He sends it to Michael Olise. Olise to Lucas Dean. Dean sends in the cross, but very, very comfortable save for Unai Simon. Lamine Yamal. But yes, goalkeeper Mike Manuel comes in to salvage the situation. Lucas Dean, he hasn't been the best when it comes to contributing to the attack. Kylian Mbappe inside the box. Kylian Mbappe, he takes on Marc Cucurella, but he's in an offside position.
Yeah.
Lucas Dean.
Yeah, and it's a bit surprising from the chance looking that he's not actually brought Lucas Dean on, because against France, Argentina in the final in 2022, we saw how quickly he brought off Ousmane Dembele when they went 2-0 down, and I was thinking because Dean has not been at his very best tonight, he would also, because he has the luxury of bringing on Theo Hernandez, who is also equally a very good left back, and he's also on a yellow, so I don't understand why he's still keeping Lucas Dean on back. Or aside the attacking, it's actually not also defended brilliantly against Yamal. Yamal has had numerous occasions where he's beaten Lucas Dean back. Hopefully, if the next goal comes, it should come from France, so that we actually have a very good game in the last 20 minutes.
Frank keeps saying France should score. But
I mean, yeah, they
Hartley, he's saying it for the cameras. But Hartley, he wishes it stays the same or Spain prevails eventually. But yes, it is the hydration break. 69 minutes of play, and the French fans clearly they are unhappy. They can't believe what is happening. This has been the poorest performance from their players, and so yes, it is 2-0 against France in the semi-final, first semi-final of 2026 FIFA World Cup, here ongoing at the AT&T Stadium in Darlington, Arlington in Dallas, in the United States of America. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold, be you. Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. The Verna Mineral Water, share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. The Knorri Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. The Melcom, where Ghana shops. Bigo Cola, big refreshing moments. And then Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. And we are championing with this amazing attire and hats from Milo on today's coverage. Thank you very much, Milo, for this kind gesture once again. Electroland Ghana Limited, they say home of electronics and affordable luxury. 369 Gym and Wellness Center, they say that they operate on a 24-hour basis. Whether you are a elite footballer, an athlete, someone committed to healthier lifestyle, make sure you visit 369 Gym and Wellness Center. They operate in services such as reformer pilots, group fitness classes, sports massage, recovery services, IV therapy, and personalized wellness support. It is built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Remember, they are located at East Legon. Emily Logistics, they say your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier, quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plasterboards and building materials, competitive prices, and excellent customer service. Glyco General Insurance say, come to us and we will provide you with the best and reliable insurance solutions designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Protect your assets today with Glyco General Insurance. They say download the Glyco General app to sign up or call 050-144-7694. Lizzie Shittles, if you want that real Ghanaian hits in your meal, it is time to get a pack of Lizzie Shittle. It's hot pepper sauce that tastes like home, made with shrimp, fish, and zero preservatives. It's spicy and rich in flavor, perfect for rice, kenke, and then other meals. Lizzie Shittle, spicy. Prep Master, they help you prepare for exams, and the examination that they help you prepare includes WASI, BEC, and then nursing examinations. They give you a routine preparation, routine classes to make sure that you are well equipped to sit for your exams and pass with excellent grades. They also help you prepare for visa interviews. Frank, hydration break has resumed. Michael Olise, huge expectation, he's been sapped off. For Ryan Cherky of Manchester City has come on now. And then also Lucas Dean has also been sapped off, as we said earlier, for Akluch here to also be introduced into the game.
Oh yeah, that's what I called for Lucas Dean to come off and then bring on Theo Hernandez, and that's what exactly Deschamps has done. But for Cherky, they've been calls from the fans that he's had limited time. So tonight it's on his legs, like you say in the tree Adaje Esnena. So he should try and create something and show Deschamps that he has a place in this team, and not give them anything to worry about. But it's just the time, about 17 minutes left and plus additional time. But any goal that comes, if it comes from the side of France, it could be very deadly in the last opening minutes.
And so it's Spain who are swinging their passes together, and France are still struggling to get their mojo in this game. It is very, very surprising with the way and manner France are playing in the match. They are proving their critics right in terms of Lamine Yamal's comments that should there be any team that should be afraid, frightened, intimidated, or panic ahead of this side, it should be the Les Blues. And yes, indeed, the performances have shown that the Les Blues are actually the better side of the two. Now, this game is taking place at the Dallas Stadium in Arlington, Texas, United States of America. Now, FIFA temporarily renamed the venue from AT&T Stadium to Dallas Stadium in line with its sponsorship rules. And so, yes, once the stadium does not align with the brands that are sponsoring the FIFA World Cup, FIFA will change the game, the name of the stadium, just to make sure that it reflects one of the sponsors. And it is one of the measures that they've deployed to ensure that the team is able, or the tournament is able, to project the sponsors to earn the necessary revenue. Now, it's located in Arlington, Texas, as I've said over and over again, in the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth. It was opened on 27th May 2009. It's city of Arlington. The primary tenant is NFL's Dallas Cowboys. That is their home turf. Now, it takes a capacity approximately 94,000 spectators, and it is one of the largest stadiums used at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It can accommodate also more than 100,000 fans for some events and standing room areas. Yeah. It is a foul on Kylian Mbappe, who had the ball there. He is down in pain. That was actually caused by Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal went down, and his boot actually caught Kylian Mbappe. There was no booking for Lamine Yamal. as referee gives a free kick. Didier Deschamps is absolutely gutted with the decision not to award Lamine Yamal or book Lamine Yamal, but it was a free kick that was delivered from Ousmane Dembele. However, it results in a goal kick for Spain. Didier Deschamps, he is confused.
I mean, for
he
someone,
is gutted. He is annoyed.
Yeah, for someone who saw his player got someone on the ankle and not shown a yellow card, I'm surprised that he's calling for a yellow for Yamal on that occasion. But he's done his best. He's done his best, and tonight his boys have not showed up. They were supposed to match Spain one-on-one, but tonight it's been shocking from France. They've not been the France we've seen them all throughout this tournament. They were scared. They didn't pass enough. They didn't attack enough, and it's been shocking from France. Hopefully they give us something to cheer about in the last 13 minutes or so.
Frankie is saying hopefully, but internally he wishes the smiling side would have buried the game. Something for the cameras and a chance for Ferran Torres by his header. Couldn't find the target. Ferran Torres, he has been maligned and criticized heavily for his poor finishing. But yes, Coach Luis de la Fuente keeps entrusting him that he can do the job. It is 79 minutes of play, and France are not showing any glimpses of wanting to get the equalizer. No pressing from him, very relaxed, like they are the ones leading. It is really surprising. And interestingly, Didier Deschamps keeps fuming at referees instead of fuming at his players to get the job done.
It's been poor from France. Dembele has not shown up. Mbappe, the captain, has not showed up. Even in defense, Upamecano, Lucas Digne at the right-hand side, Jules Koundé has not showed up. It's been poor from start to finish, and they are even lucky that they are still trailing by 2-0. And any goal they get from now on can actually mount some comeback. But Spain are not even allowing them to mount their comeback because they are taking possession of the ball, and it's been easy for Spain. It's been a really poor performance for France tonight.
Poor performance for France tonight. What a send-off for Coach Didier Deschamps, the most flamboyant side in this tournament. Flair and flamboyance with a front four that many believe are the best, and no defense in this tournament can stop them. But Coach Luis de la Fuente, he says, I have my boys ready, prepped them, just like how prep master prep students for exams. He really prepped them. He and his technical men prepped them, and they have done their work brilliantly, excellently, beyond expectations. Kylian Mbappe is missing. He has been missing in the game throughout. Just one shot from him, but nothing to write home about. When you talk of Doué, who came on, I mean, when the going gets tough for France against Paraguay, who played low block football, Doué came on and gave us something to talk about through the penalty chance. And so it was a counter-attacking situation that Ryan Cherki plays an incisive pass for Kylian Mbappe. Unai Simon came off his line way beyond the 18-yard box and cleared it. The ball fell to Doué, and Doué couldn't shoot the ball in a timely manner.
Yeah, that was, he hesitated a bit. I don't know, maybe caught up in two minds whether to find Mbappe or go for goal and so on. At the time he decided to shoot, it was all over. Nice was already in post, and he was able to save it. But we are in France territory now, and they always find a way to at least test their opponents. And I hope that in the last 10 minutes they give their fans something to cheer about, because tonight they've not showed up, and maybe in the last minutes they can get something going out for them. And will that be a foul?
It depends on who got onto the ball first, but that was close. So I don't think any of the players involved could be faulted here. It doesn't look good for France. It doesn't look like a team that could stage a comeback. It was rather at the ball that Theo Hernandez kicked. That's hit the face of Unai Simon, not his foot, as many would have thought.
He's just trying to eat into more time. And with the fanfare surrounding this France team coming into this attacking depth they had in Bakola, where even the bench, or at the bench, you expected them to blow things aside, and they did it at the start of the tournament. They scored 3 against Senegal, 2 against Iraq, and even though Paraguay gave them a really tough, game, they were still able to match up and create chances and even score that one goal that got them into the last 16. But tonight, the Spain side have shown them that it's not only about the attack. You need to sometimes rely on the midfield. You need to get chances created there from the midfield. And like Spain have done for the attackers, the midfield have created enough for the attackers. But for France, they've not had Rabiot, Tchouaméni. They were all in the game. They created very little for their attackers, and that's what has caused them to now. But it's not over. We had about 6 minutes plus added time. It's not over until the full time whistle blows. So they can mount a comeback, and I expect France to at least prove that they belong to this kind of stage.
From Frank, he keeps giving positive vibes about France, but internally it is absolutely an opposing feeling. It's still 84 minutes of play. France trailing by 2-0, and Spain are even looking like the side who are trailing and looking for the equalizer.
That's just
it's
like
very, very, very
Ghana and Colombia.
This
I mean, Ghana were down chasing for the equalizer, but then it looked like it was Colombia who were rather 1-0 down, and that just shows how poor France have been tonight. They've been all over the place. They've not created enough, and Mbappe doesn't need plenty of chances to score. Create 2 for him, he can score 1. But tonight they've created nothing for Mbappe. So it's shocking from all the attacking players for France.
It's indeed shocking. Now, Coach Didier Deschamps, who may be on his way out, and this could be his last match for France. He is a French national at the age of 57. He was appointed in July 2012, and he has been one of the most successful international coaches of the modern era. He captained France to their first FIFA World Cup title in 1998 as a player, and then led France to 2018 FIFA World Cup title as head coach. He guided France once again to the 2022 World Cup final, losing to Argentina
what was that from
on
Mbappe?
penalties.
That was needless. That was needless, and yeah, the yellow card is well deserved. He had no authority to do that. Just stamping onto the goalkeeper. I mean, just look at it. Frustrations.
Kylian Mbappe seemed to have lost his cool on all the expectations. He has fell short of himself. I think he might be questioning himself that what is happening or what's happened today. And so, yes, talking of Coach Didier Deschamps, he's also only one of the 3 people in football history to win the FIFA World Cup as both a player and a head coach alongside Mario Zagallo and Frank Beckenbauer. What a pedigree that Deschamps possesses. And hopefully, with 57 years up, he seems not to be old enough. And so, right from retiring from international coaching duties, he might want to venture into club football, and then we'll see how he will fare there. Obviously, he has written his name into the names of the all-time greats when it comes to footballers. Frank on the attack, Desire Doué, what can he do on the edge of the box? He goes down, referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick on the edge of the box. Lamine Yamal committed that foul. They are trying to delay play and make sure they don't give France. It was right on the line.
That's on the line. That should be.
It was right on the line, but referee says it is a free kick. Kylian Mbappe and Ryan Cherki behind the ball. Can Kylian Mbappe give us the final match? Kylian Mbappe behind the ball. Cherki as well. It's right on the edge of the box. Kylian Mbappe takes it. It goes way off target. Nothing seems to be working for the French side.
No, yeah, and at that distance, you would expect a really good free kick there from Mbappe, but he couldn't get the dip enough. Although he got it past the wall, he couldn't get the necessary dip for it to slow down inside the net. But at that distance, I'm expecting a very well created free kick. Flick on for the defenders to actually attack it and see if they can test the goalkeeper. But he actually went now glory, which didn't work out.
And no, Lamine Yamal was shoved and went down. Referee Ivan Batin says no infringements. He was obviously shoved by Theo Hernandez there, but referee is having none of that. There was a shove there, but as to whether it was strong enough to warrant a penalty, referee says no, and play has resumed. Upamecano, Julius Koundé, Ryan Cherki there, Manu Kone with the ball. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Manu Kone attacking. Manu Kone still with the ball. He sends it back to Upamecano. Upamecano to Aurelien Tchouameni in the center circle area. Tchouameni to Lacroix. Lacroix to Manu Kone. Kone to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe gets in there. A chance for Kylian Mbappe. Kukureya, what a game he has had. Absolutely brilliant. He is one of the best and the best in his position.
Fantastic defending there from Kukureya. Arriving, I mean, the nose to smell that the chance was going to fall in the path of Mbappe, and then arriving at the right place at the right time to just clear it away. That was special defending there from the former Chelsea player.
Indeed, I can confidently say that he pocketed the renowned Michael Olise in the game. The game started with Ousmane Dembele playing on the right wing. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to overtake Marc Cucurella, and so they had to change the tweak tactics a bit. And then Michael Olise went on that side, as he's known for dazzling on the right wing when he plays for Bayern Munich, but that could not yield the expected fruits. And so Olise was eventually sapped off. Marc Cucurella, what a defender he has been. And it's interesting how he just made his feelings know that he wanted to leave, and Chelsea easily allowed him to join Real Madrid, the Los Blancos, who have gone trophyless in 2 seasons and looking forward to getting the experience in their side to win a laurel in the upcoming season. It is France Spain here on the attack. Spain attacking from all fronts, very relaxed on the ball. Lamine Yamal taking on Akluch. Referee says no foul. And so talking of course Didier Deschamps, in terms of major honors, he won the FIFA World Cup in 2018. He was the runner-up during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The UEFA Euro, he was runner-up in 2016, and then also he won the UEFA Nations League title in 2021. Very soon we will be dissecting the profile of Luis de la Fuente, who is on course to make history with the Spanish national team. At this juncture, it is the La Roja of Spain who are swinging their passes together comfortably. There's a foul on Rodri by Manu Kone, and it is the legends of Spain. I think this clearly gives you a picture of the 2010 team that won the FIFA World Cup in 2010. Carles Puyol, Iker Casillas, Sergio Ramos, and then they also have Xavi Hernandez. What a team that was. They were unplayable. No team could stand them at that time. Coach Luis de la Fuente on the other side is a Spanish who, is older, 65 years of age compared to Didier Deschamps. But from the looks, it looks like maybe they might be very close. But yes, De La Fuente is older than Didier Deschamps. He was appointed in December 2022. He led the Spain youth team to several generations of Spanish talents. He won the UEFA Nations League, the UEFA European Championship, that's the Euro 2024 with Spain. He also won the UEFA Nations League as Spain manager and named the IFFHS World's Best National Coach in both 2024 and 2025. He is on course to make history here. An attacking there for Ousmane Dembele. Dembele strikes, but easy save for Unai Simon. Easy save for Unai Simon. What a game he has had. The performance from France clearly gives you the image of the game between Morocco and then France in that quarterfinal clash. Morocco were coming in as one of the attacking sides. How they played against Netherlands, we were expecting that they will keep on with the same performance. They came up against France and they resorted to defending. The only difference is that France are not defending in this game, but Spain have been able to keep them out of the game.
Yeah, for the all attacking talent France have, they've been disappointing tonight. They've not done anything close to what we know them to be. Because for a team that has Mbappe, Olise, Dembele, and for the bench, Due and then Bakola, you'd expect them to mount attacking threats all over the game. But since it started, they weren't attacking enough. And once Spain got control of the game, there was no stopping them, and they went on to take the lead. And you would have even expected that at 1-0, France will come into the second half with a very attacking mindset. But it's just Spain are very good with the ball, so they didn't give them the chance to have control of the ball. And once you don't have the ball, there is little you can do with it. All they had to do was then at least stay back and try to catch Spain on the counter. And because Spain are very good on the ball, they were not giving the ball out, so that meant the transition they were expecting, the counter-attacking they were expecting, they didn't get it. And once you are curtailed of having the ball, there is little you can do with the ball. And Spain made it count because the possession, they have the goal to back the possession they have.
Kylian Mbappe with a strike outside the box, but it goes off target. 30 seconds remaining. It is the La Roja fans who are jubilating. The La Roja fans who are jubilating and in jubilant mood there. And so very soon, referee Ivan Barton will blow his whistle to bring the game to an end. And referee does that. Spain have cruised to the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It is the La Roja who got the better of France. A team many thought would be invincible in the tournament. They have been kicked out, and you could see disappointments drawn in the faces of the French players. Didier Deschamps is not a happy man. He went to one of the officials to probably make a complaint. It is disappointing from the Les Blues players, tipped as one of the teams earmarked to win the trophy. They ended up being eliminated, and Spain have proven that yes indeed they are a formidable side. Heading into the final, you can't write them off. And obviously Lamine Yamal said it, although France are doing well, they have the best attack and all that, but should any team fear heading into this time, it should be France, and his words have come to pass.
Yeah, that's just like walking the talk. Yamal talked about they having the better head-to-head in the last 2 games. They beat them in the UEFA Nations League semi-final, and then in the Euro semi-final also, with Yamal banging in a very good goal there. And tonight, the Spanish players, well deserved. They showed up when it mattered more. They didn't start the tournament very bright against Cape Verde. They had their faults against Cape Verde, but once they got into the tournament mood, everything has worked perfectly for them so far. And tonight, the tactics were there. They knew when to release the ball, when to stay compact at the back, and it was all attack. But for France, I think it's disappointment. It's been a very, very bad performance here tonight. They weren't the France they were supposed to show up. And Mbappe, one of the best players at this tournament, he wasn't himself. He didn't get the needed chances to score. And I think that's the first time Mbappe has been eliminated at the World Cup. In 2018, went all the way to the final, and then in 2022 again all the way to the final. But now you would have to be at least settle for either a bronze medal or a 4th place finish. But you can't fault them. They just came up against a very good Spanish side, and although many tipped France, you tipped France to beat Spain. It didn't happen tonight, and you also ran away from Portugal, and now you are supporting France, and all your big players failed to show up in Ronaldo and then Mbappe. So France will be disappointed, but I think it was bound to happen with the way they started the game.
Indeed, it was bound to happen, and so the game has ended. Spain defeated France by 2-0. Yes, they've cruised to the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Before we go, let's quickly acknowledge our sponsors. Rush Energy Drink says, "Be bold, be you." Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water, share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Kinori Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Big Up Cola, big refreshing moments. And then Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. In fact, we are championing and winning with this amazing attack provided to us, the presenters, and the entire crew of GhanaWeb. We are so grateful to Milo for this kind gesture, and we hope that our partnership will continue growing in future tournaments. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. 369 Gym and Wellness Center. They say that whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend footballer, or simply someone committed to living a healthier life, the right environment makes all the difference. That's why East Legon 369 Gym and Wellness Center is open 24 hours a day, offering strength training, reformer pilots, group fitness classes, sports massage, recovery services, IV therapy, and personalized wellness support. It's built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Emlyn Logistics, your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier. Quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plasterboards and building materials, competitive prices, and excellent customer service. They are located at Dansuman Banana Inn 92 Place Building, Saka, Daru Street. At Dome, you can find them opposite the Golf World Station, then Agege Last Stop, Dansuman. You can call or WhatsApp Emily Logistics on 054 010 8725. Glyco General Insurance says that protecting yourself, your vehicle, home, or business, or any valuable assets, come to Glyco General Insurance because we provide you with a reliable insurance designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Yes, setbacks will come at any time, and so make sure that you ensure that your assets are insured. That's why you need to come to Glyco General Insurance. They say download the Glyco General app to sign up or call 050-144-7694 or email at customerexperience@glycogeneral.com or visit Glyco General branch near you. Glyco will cushioning you for life. Lizzie Shito says if you want that real Ghanaian heat in your meal, grab a pack of Lizzie Shito. It's hot pepper sauce that tastes like home, made with shrimp, fish, and 0 preservatives. It's spicy, rich, and full of flavor. Perfect for rice, kenke, wache, etc. I mean, Lizzie Shito says spicy. Available in shops and supermarkets near you. For bulk purchase, you can call 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. Prep Master says that if you are heading towards writing an exams or preparing for your examination, come to them because they provide you with the best of training. They give you routine training and classes. They will make sure you are well prepped and equipped to write the exams. The exams include BEC, WASI, the nursing examinations. These are the exams that have proven that if you want the best preparations, Prep Master provide you with that. Now, apart from the examinations, they'll help you prepare for your visa interviews. Yes, after paying that huge sums of money, you wouldn't want to miss out on an interview. Then you have to go and pay again. Sometimes you may not even have a second chance. So they prep you to get the interview done in for the first time and make sure that you have your peace of mind to prepare for your travel. Prep Master says download their app on App Store and Play Store. Prep Master, they say study smarter. This is where we draw the curtains down on today's coverage of 2026 FIFA World Cup here on GhanaWeb TV. Spain have qualified to the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and they will be playing against the winner of the game involving Argentina and England, which comes off tomorrow. Yes, Jude Bellingham, the Real Madrid superstar, once again will be on the horizon to make the difference. Today didn't go too well for Kylian Mbappe, another superstar, but Jude Bellingham will have full support of the Madridistas as well as other fans to make sure that Lionel Messi doesn't get past the semi-final stage. However, the game promises to be a cagey and titanic clash there. It remains to be seen how that game will pan out. That game will be live here on GhanaWeb TV. We will bring you live commentary as we've always done since the beginning of the tournament. Thank you very much for being part of this. Also, my name is Benjamin. I did this with my friend here.
Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito, overfair.
Lizzie Shito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito dear, ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. It's spicy.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters. Every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving. The energy to keep fighting. The energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment. I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Glyco General Insurance provides non-life insurance solutions spanning across motor, fire and accident, marine, liability, bonds and guarantees, as well as specialty risks like agric, energy, oil and gas.